Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is grab one of my EOS lip balms. I have recently started trying these and I love them. They really are good, and I really like how soft they keep my lips. And I can put them on at night before I go to bed and my lips stay moistened and protected all night. I lick my lips a lot and I'm trying to quit that. So now that my lips are moist, I'm going to start with my L'Oreal Magic Decrease. I do like this, kind of middle of the road. I wouldn't say it's absolutely one of my favorites, but then I wouldn't say that I don't like it a lot. So I enjoy it. I'll leave it at that. I like it best with MAC Painterly paint pot on it. But today I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics. You guys know I'm trying to use up some of my stuff, and I do like this on the inner corner of my eyes when I haven't been getting a lot of sleep and I've been fighting a sinus infection again. So my blues and purples are really standing out. So I'm going to use some of this yellow corrector right in the middle. And these are the 3 palettes I'm going to be using today, all from Wet n Wild. Nude Awakening, Blue Had Me at Hello, and Drinking a Glass of Shine. I'm going to start with the, well, you can see I've already hit pan. I love this on my brow and down to my crease to lay a platform for my transition color. And I'm going to be very sad when it's gone. So now I'm going to go in with Drinking a Glass of Shine. And what I'm going to do is use the top 2 on the right side, the tan one and the kind of orangey pumpkin-y one. And I'm going to blend that in just for a little bit of depth there in the corner of my eye, because as you can see, I'm looking really peaked. Now I'm going to go in with Blue Had Me at Hello, and I'm going to use the top 2 on the right hand side. Well, I'm going to do the inner corner light first, and then I'm going to use the top 2. I'm just going to kind of melt all those together on my lid. You guys know I like to keep a matte crease, but I do like some sparkle and shine on the lid. So now I'm going to go over to the lightest bluish green. It's kind of a blue-green. Matched exactly the hoodie, sweatshirt, jacket, whatever that I was wearing today. So that's why I opted for this. Zoe came in and I had to say hi. So I'm packing this on, and I have noticed with this Blue Had Me at Hello palette, it's not quite, it has a lot more fallout. So I'm going to use a pencil brush and go on the inner corner, and you're going to see how crazy neon this ends up looking because I don't have any concealer or the rest of my makeup on as I do this. So yeah, crazy. Okay, so I am taking my dual-ended brush and I'm going to blend some of the edges down on this because it's a little more neon-y than I thought it was going to be. But here in a minute, just like magic, you're going to see how I deepen it, but keep that green eye color going on to make my blue eyes pop. Oh, magic! I'm going to use that green in Drinking a Glass of Shine, and I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, so I'm just deepening it. I'm not really changing it all. It's just giving it a nice deep. I wiped my brush off there on the wash rag, you didn't see, and then I blended it all in a little bit, what I call marrying the colors together. Now I'm going to do a quick, use my Huggies wipe and clean up under my eye. Love these wipes. Look at that mess. Now my Milani in Taupe. I like this right now because I still do have some red in my hair, but it's really leaving a lot of red tint on my brows. And once my hair gets a little bit lighter, I'm not probably going to like it as much. But my Garnier Anti-Age Under Eye Roller, Anti-Dark Circle, love this thing. And I'm not having to let it set on my eye to get good coverage now that my skin's a little bit drier due to the freezing temperatures that we are experiencing here as we speak. The Revlon line filler, I am loving this stuff. Whoops, I have dropped everything today, not even kidding. I've just edited most of it out. I really do like that. This is the first time I'm trying the CoverGirl, no, second time I'm trying the CoverGirl mattifying magic, whatever it's called. Yeah, so I'm going to have to put on my blog my opinions on that after I ended up wearing it all day. And I'm using the new Revlon Age-Defying CC Cream. It has an SPF of 30, and I got it in the light medium because the light was just a bit light. So if I end up liking this, I'm going to have to get a darker one when I start getting a little bit of color. I only have one layer of self-tanner on. As you can see, I'm pretty Caspery. I do like the consistency of this CC cream as it goes on. I'm just going to go over it with my beauty blender. Just blending that in just so it's a little more seamless. Revlon Color Stay Under Eye Concealer. I've been enjoying this. Not in my hair, but anyway, yeah, I've been enjoying this. Not my favorite yet. It might make it there. Blend that in. That's my Mary Kay highlighting pen in shade 1. I'm trying to use up several of my Mary Kay items, and I like the way this makes my under eye area look, as long as I've used a good concealer underneath it. This is a sheer to light coverage, so you really do have to use a concealer with that highlighting pen. So, and my husband is interrupting the video, and I apologize that. Anyway, back with blending. I love to blend. Now I am going to use the Photo Ready Revlon Pressed Powder. I'm going to use that under my eye and see how that works. I used this on my whole face yesterday, and I really liked it all day. So I thought I'd give it a try under my eyes. Then on my T-zone with the puff, and with the rest of my face, I'm going to use the brush because my face is not dry, but it's certainly not as oily as it normally is. Now I'm going to go back in with the Drinking a Glass of Shine palette. Those two top colors on the right, the tan and the orangey tan. I'm going to mix those two together and blend in and buff that outer line a little bit. It's also going to make that green I have in the corner pop a little more, give it a little deeper of a look. So I like to do that. Blending is the key to so many things. Clean brush, big fluffy brush. That way I'm really not going to disturb anything. Now I'm going in with my Rimmel Scandalize Black for my tight line.
She wasn't doing anything.
Really do like this. I like it a lot.
She was not the guilty one.
I'm just making sure I get it up by my lashes. Somebody asked me exactly how I did it, and that's why I'm kind of leaning up in your face with a pencil in my eye and not using my little handheld magnifying mirror that gets in my way half the time. I apologize for that. So that's how. You don't have to pull or tug on your eye with this. It just goes on very nice. And I'm going to use the 12-Hour Jordana in Jade Jewel on my waterline because I want that little extra bit of green to pop. But I'm not using a bright green. I'm using a deep. It's a deep, pretty green. It's not as deep as a hunter green, but it's a really pretty green. And I really did like the looks, and it wore very nicely. I'm using the Revlon Lash Potion Mascara in black. I really do like this. The more I use this mascara, the more I really like it. So I'm wiping a little bit off because that brush grabs a lot. And somebody asked me also how I prefer to put my mascara on, and that's how. I just kind of start at the base and blink into it, and I wiggle it a little bit. Always do the top because it looks really weird if you don't. Like if you're looking down and you only have mascara on the bottom of your lashes, it's going to look kind of weird. So I always do put some on the top, and then I immediately go up with the strokes so it stays nice and curled. I did edit out the curling part because... Okay, and I'm just speeding up a little bit. Actually, I sped the tape up. I'm not really doing it that quick around my eyes. I wouldn't have an eye left. But as you can see, this mascara really does give you length, volume, and I wish the brush was a little bit smaller for under my eyes, but other than that. Now with the Mary Kay bronzer, and I'm using this as a brush from a Physicians Formula, something I got, and that's what I'm doing my contouring with. And my hair is totally in my way, so I'm going to pin it up really quick and look like a dork. See, I'm a dork. But that's okay. And this is like a floppy side. Yeah, that's attractive, Trish. Let's keep that look going through the internet. But anyway, I'm just using that brush to blend, and I use the darkest brown in that Revlon wheel. And along my jawline. Enough of the ridiculousness. Let's take those bobby pins out. Okay. Now I'm going to bronze with the same Revlon bronzer that I was using to contour. I'm just swishing the big fluffy brush around in it instead of focusing on one of the colors. And I'm going to use the Milani in Deuce Pink, I believe. Such a pretty pink. And I am just going to put that on. Gives a little bit of a glow and color at the same time. Kind of a... My skin's been a little, you know, winter, fighting a cold, stress, and I'm not drinking enough water. So I need to change that. So my skin looks a little bit better because I really am liking the Garnier skincare that I've been using. So I just need to drink a little more water and get that glow back again. So going back in with a little bit of the Revlon pressed powder. That's a good face too, Trish. Wow. Anyway, just kind of putting a finishing powder on that. As you can tell, I keep looking in the mirror. Something just doesn't look right. And I'm trying to figure out what it is and all that good stuff. So I'm going in with a lip pencil. And it's a Milani one that I really do like. It is in natural, although it has kind of a pinky tone. And this is WetnWild Matte in 914C. And I don't know why you can't see my whole face that well. Maybe in a full screen you can. Yeah, I'm not liking it at all. And I'm actually going over it with a WetnWild Matte in Think Pink 901B. And I didn't show you guys. And yes, I like it much better now. Yep, the other was too dark. Fluff the hair up a little bit. Something's still not right. You can see it in my eyes. See? Yeah. There we go. e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Pink Diamond. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all.